Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. I am about to review and rank the Beach Boys' third album, Surfer Girl. So, as I've said before, there's certain albums by the Beach Boys, especially the middle period, Pet Sounds, Sunflower, Surf's Up, all those albums I know very well. The earlier albums and maybe some of the later albums I don't know as much, so I need to take my time listening to each of these albums that I don't know as well. And so I've listened to Surfer Girl probably about 8 times. And I enjoyed it every time. I think of the first 3 albums, it is their best work yet. It starts with the gorgeous Surfer Girl. And I did listen to this album just in stereo. I'm sure I could have listened to it in mono on Spotify, but the stereo for me sounds great, so I was happy just listening to the stereo version. So Surfer Girl, just great harmonies. It sounds like the Beach Boys that we know and love, right? And excellent production. Catch a Wave is another Beach Boys classic. The Surfer Moon is a song I wasn't as familiar with, and I really love that. Once again, great harmonies on it. Then we get into some instrumentals from what I remember in my brain. South Bay Surfer, I think that had vocals. And I didn't really care for that as much as the first 3 songs. It was good, but it wasn't great. And then the instrumental, the Rocking Surfer, it was okay for an instrumental. Little Deuce Coupe is another classic. In My Room, that's the thing I wanted to mention, is the first time I was kind of aware of the Beach Boys besides on the radio. And if I hopefully remember to put the album here, it was my family had the album, The Beach Boys Greatest Hits, was it called? Volume 2. And it had, some of these songs on it, like Little Deuce Coupe and In My Room. And that was the one song that kind of stood out for me. I still was much more of a Beatles fan. And, the Beatles looked cool compared to the Beach Boys. So I definitely was a bigger Beatles fan. But even back then, however old I was, just 58, under 10, maybe 8 years old, that song really connected with me. It was like, oh, this is, interesting. It's a sad song about being in your room. And anybody could relate to that at certain times in their lives, right? But anyway, that's one of the Beach Boys' best songs. Then I really like Hawaii. Surfer's Rule is okay. Our Card Club is one of my least favorites. And then Your Summer Dream and Boogie Woody is an instrumental, and it's my favorite instrumental of the early songs. It's different. I like it. It's not if somebody just played me that instrumental, I wouldn't think it was the Beach Boys. So I really like that. But overall, it's a much more even album all the way through. Not as many filler tracks or anything. And so in my rating, I'm going to give it a very good, which is an 8 out of 10. And it goes into first place for now. And that is it. I would love your thoughts on Surfer Girl in the comment section below. Please remember to like the video, and thank you for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.